And we back. Oh, baby, we back. We back. And we back. Oh, baby, we back. And we back. Whoa, 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 whoa. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your man CJ Kyles checking in once again, back with another video, ladies and gentlemen. And for those of you who are not familiar, my name is CJ Kyles. I am the High Value Nurse on YouTube, and we are here to start a show. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to M Mills, who was here early. I'm late. I know. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm late. I know. I am sorry. M Mills, who was here early. I'm late. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. We good. We good. We good. Okay. Y'all just bear with me for 1 second. But how are y'all doing on a Sunday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen? A Sunday afternoon. It was a 72-hour work week for me. 72-hour work week for me. And it was straight, man. I cannot complain. I cannot complain, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we are going to get into the show. We are going to get into the show. It's gonna be a good one today, ladies and gentlemen. I think more than anything, it's going to be a serious one. It's going to be a serious one. Now, if you all are not familiar, Nurse RaDonda Vaught was found guilty on 2 charges. We are going to get into that this evening, or this afternoon, whatever you want to call it, or whenever you're watching. Hello, M. Mills. Hello, future nurse Vera. Thank you. Brother Brandon, what's going on with you, sir? We should have a decent show. Now, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm straight. How's my sound, y'all? Am I sounding good? Am I sounding good? Ladies and gentlemen, am I sounding good? Let me make sure I got my tags right. I should have did that before I started the show. I don't know why I didn't do that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into the RaDonda. I'm sorry, RaDonda. I thought it was Rhonda. But RaDonda Vaught, the verdict. And what does that mean for nursing as a whole? What does that mean for nursing as a whole? So we're going to get into that. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it has been not a crazy week, but it's been a pretty productive week. What's up, Miss Tiana? What's going on? Okay, y'all saying I sound good. All right, bet. Let's get into it. It's been a productive week, y'all. Work has been pretty decent. Going hard. 72 hours this week. 72 hours this week. You dig? 60-hour game minimum. Shout out to everybody that's working 60 hours plus. And if you're not, shout out to you too. Shout out to you too. You dig? But I'm really saluting the 60-hour gang right now because a lot of people can't relate to the struggle. You feel me? A lot of people cannot relate to the struggle. So I want to put some respect on the 60-hour gang's name. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if y'all saw my other video that I put out a couple days ago. Well, actually, I think it's the last video that I put out. I took a staff job. I took a staff job. I know. Y'all probably thought that. What? A staff job? You following somebody else's schedule again? What's going on, Lady A in the building? all the way from the UK. You dig? When I get over to the UK, we're gonna have some black pudding and some beans on toast, top of the morning to you. If that's what they say over there, I believe that's what they say. I believe that's what they say. Brandon said he was shocked for real. Yes, yes, yes. I took a staff job, but here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. They made me an offer that I just simply could not refuse. They made me an offer I could not refuse. Now, I talked about it in short detail on the video, but I'll give y'all kind of the extended version really quick. So to make a long story a little bit short, I've been working per diem and I've been on a contract for the last year and some change. And the contract was well. I wasn't really looking forward to going out of state. I didn't really want to go out of state right now. I was cool. I was cool on being in Michigan, being able to make some decent cash right here in Michigan. I just was not quite ready to go out of state. So, working this per diem life, it has been great. I have not been canceled a lot. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been canceled a lot. I've been canceled a few times. And that's the risk you run. That's the risk you run when you decide to go 100% agency. Now, I read in some of these groups, they're like, man, I need to go back on staff so I can be committed to coming because it's hard to work and you don't have to work. Well, you don't have to go into your staff job either. You dig? It's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset. So I had no problem going to work as a staff. You feel me? You feel me? I was inspired. But anyway. So as I took the staff job, or when I was looking, let me slow down. So as I was going to look for something, I was thinking like, okay, now I'm gonna be real. I wanted some good benefits. Now on the contract, I had the benefits, right? It was expensive as hell, but I had the benefits nonetheless. Blue Cross Blue Shield. It was cool. They was charging a player $120 a week. $120 a week for one person on insurance. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then it's like either you had the top health plan that got you everything, or you gonna pay $50 a week and you got nothing. You'll be lucky to get some cotton balls about that joint. You dig? You'll be lucky to get some cotton balls about that joint. So I end up getting the insurance and everything, and then the contract ended. Now my recruiter was like, "Okay, well, how about you just extend it? Not extend, but think about going some other places." And I'm just like, it's still cold. It's February 5th. That's when my contract ended. And it's still cold now, and it's March 27th. You know, and that drive. Let me tell you something. Driving an hour and 15 minutes to work 3 days out the week, sometimes 4 days out the week, that takes a toll on you after a year. I'm going to keep it so real. And people are like, well, you could have got a hotel and everything. I'm like, yeah, I could have, but I'm just like, do I really want to? Do I really want to? So I started doing per diem. And it was lovely. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid, and I'm not giving up per diem, but you know, I'm working every day, 10 days, 15 days, 12 days. You dig what I'm saying? Straight. The money's coming in. But with this particular agency, they were one of the higher paying agencies and they didn't have insurance. And I could have gotten my own insurance from the marketplace, but it's not that great. Insurance is not that great. And, you know, I try to keep myself in a decent standard of health. So I really don't go to the doctor like that. You know, you get your yearly exams and all that, but I'm not in an emergency room. You know, some people go to the doctor for any and everything. I'm not that type. So it's not like that I need the best insurance, but when you want it or when it happens and you need it, you want something that's thorough. You want something that's thorough. So there we go. I'm like, okay. I started thinking, what would it take for me to go back on staff? Because again, I never said that I would not go back on staff. So I'm thinking, like, what would it take for me to go back on staff? Now I'm in some nursing groups in the local area. So I said this. I put out a message out there. I said, is there a facility out there that wants a full-time nurse that is willing to work 7 days on, 7 days off, and probably more than that, because I'm going to be doing, at least for the next couple months, 26 days out of 30. But my catch is I need my 10 days off a month. My 10 days off a month for my vacation. I put it out there. I said, whatever. Only thing they can say is no, and I'll just stay agency and go to the marketplace. I'm cool either way. But I'm not going to lie to you. It would be nice to have somewhere that's a little bit close and, that catered to the needs that I sought after. So I put it out there. Waited about 3 hours. And I got comments. I had a DON. I had several DONs hit me up, say, we can work with that. I had about six of them hit me up in the DMs. Like, yo, we got you. So at that point, it was really just down to me choosing what I wanted. So I'm like, okay, the first things first. What's the money looking like? What is the money looking like? What's that paper talking about? Because the place that y'all see me do my videos from while I'm on my break, that's the place I go to a lot. And they offered me a position. They offered me a full-time position. They did. And I said, I'm always open to negotiations. I said, could you give me the days? Could you give me my 10 days off a month? She said, yeah, we can work with that. Then the real question came, what's the starting pay? She said, $24. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She said $24 an hour. And don't get me wrong, it's a really nice facility. It's not heavy. You don't have a lot of patients. Nobody's critically ill or anything like that. The most you might have is a trach. It was cool. It was cool. But I can't do $24. Can't do it. And then, you talk to people within the facility. I heard the insurance is not that great. I heard it's trash. So I came back with a counter offer. I gave her my price. She said, CJ, if I could, I would. I've been putting in an offer for this facility to get wages increased. She said, but I just can't right now. I said, no problem. I will still come here through the agency, but I'm not going to be full-time here on staff. No way. And to be honest, they only have 3 staff nurses in the building. 3 out the whole facility. 3 staff nurses out the whole facility. You dig? That's wild. That is wild. 3 staff nurses. Everybody else's agency. The CNAs, the nurses. I even think they got some agency janitors up in that mud. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. So I talked to another DON. Hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up in the DMs. She said, I can work with that. I gave her my price. She said, I got you. She said, not only am I going to give you your days, I'm going to give you your number that you asked for on top of pickup bonuses. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. It's only 12 minutes away from my house. So not only am I getting the days that I want off, I'm getting the price that I named, and it's pickup bonuses. And it's 12 minutes away from my house. I'm going to tell you something. The positives outweigh the negatives. Yeah, I'm on staff again. I'm on staff again. But I made my own rules, though. Now, don't get me wrong. Oh, she got a good player on her squad. You feel me? She definitely got a good addition to the team. She got somebody that's willing to put in the work. I'm like Kobe when I come up in there. I'm ready. What we doing? She definitely got somebody that's willing to do the work. So don't get me wrong. It's not like she's just getting some empty acquisition. She got me. You dig? She got somebody that's gonna put in the work. Don't get it twisted. Fair exchange is no robbery, ladies and gentlemen, and that's exactly what she is getting when she acquired CJ Kyle. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm about to take this thing to another level. I'm about to be like, y'all, we gonna have bidding wars. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, she gave me my days, the price I wanted, and she only required me to, to stick to my full time 3 days. I don't care about working weekends. I don't care about working in the summertime. I don't care about working holidays. The only holiday I really want off is New Year's, though. Christmas, Thanksgiving, I don't care about working them days. Y'all can have them. Y'all can take it off. I'll come get it. Summertime, I'm finna run it up in the summer. I'm about to run it up in the summertime, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't gonna even be funny. Cause I'm about to run it up in the summer to be the summer and fall to be the king of the winter. Cause let me tell you something. I am not working this winter. The next winter coming up, no way. And if I do, it'll be very minimal. And it won't be in Michigan. I can tell you that much. I will be gone December 26th. I put that on everything. December 26th, your man is out of here. I'm going to be in somewhere warm. Whether it be Texas, Florida, Georgia, wherever. I don't care. It won't be here, though. I tell you that much. My last winter here is going to be while I'm in school. That's going to be the very last winter here. But after that, I'm done. I'm done. Very much done. So that was the story, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell of how I went back on staff. And I told her, I said, listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. And I say this with the utmost respect. But the first time I run into, oh, you working too many hours. Oh, we don't have a bonus and all that kind of stuff. I'm out. I'm out. Because I have no reason to stay there. I could just go back to doing agency and do what I'm doing now. And really don't have to answer to nobody. I'm out. Boys and girls. Oh. So, let's get into the main topic. Ladies and gentlemen. Sad story. Sad story. I want to talk about RaDonda Vaught. RaDonda Vaught, ladies and gentlemen. And this case has been getting a lot of media attention. And my first question was, well, this was a very unfortunate event, but It's not like this has not happened before. And as far as I can recall, I have not seen the kind of attention brought to past cases like this one is receiving. And I was starting to question, like, well, why is that? Why is this case getting so much attention? I don't know. I have no idea. So what we gonna do is we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm going to share the screen. She has been found guilty on 2 charges. So we're gonna get into this. And y'all rock with me. Let me know what y'all think so far in the comments. And I see y'all in there. Shout out to Lady A holding it down. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So hold on. Let me just get this straight. Let me cut this music off. Let me cut this music off. Let's talk about it.
Whenever I left, it was a big weight lifted off my shoulders. Whenever I left, it was a big weight lifted off my shoulders. But when I say weight, I mean the weight of this legal process, not the weight of Ms. Murphy's life being lost. I want to make that really clear because that's something that will always be with me.
Well, we have seen her in the courtroom all week, but for the first time, we're hearing from RaDonda Vaught, the nurse on trial who was convicted today for a patient's death.
Vaught spoke to us this morning before learning of her conviction on lesser charges. She had been charged with reckless homicide. The jury found her guilty of criminally negligent homicide and gross neglect of an impaired adult. News Channel 5's Chris Davis has been at the courthouse all week for us.
Yeah, Chris, how did RaDonda Vaught actually react when that verdict was read?
Well, Rory, that was really what was striking about it all. If you followed the trial, you know, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday during testimony, RaDonda was incredibly emotional at times, visibly weeping and putting her head on the table. That wasn't the case today when the verdict was read. And afterwards, she told reporters 2 things. One, she will always be just emotional and moved by the mistake that she made in the Charlene Murphy case. But 2, she's relieved that this legal process at least, is finally over.
That's some heavy stuff, man. That's some heavy stuff, man. And then, like, reading this case, looking more into it, it made me realize how important them checks are. And when I say checks, I mean checking medication, right patient, right dose, right time. You got to make sure that's on point. And me want to go into the hospital, it really just opened, just opened my mind up to how important it is. And I think after you do a job for so long, it starts to become redundant. And then sometimes you feel like, well, I know this like the back of my hand and blah, 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 blah. But mistakes can happen, bro. I am sure that this lady regrets the decision. Well, not the decision, but I'm sure she regrets what she did, the actions that happened, the accident that took place. I am very much sure she regrets that. She has to live with that for the rest of her life. She got to live with that for the rest of her days. So, man, like just listening to this, I'm just like, bruh, y'all better be careful. I better be careful. Because, we talk about the money and everything else that comes with nursing. But, man, nursing, you are still dealing with other people's lives, bruh. And it's crazy because the whole nursing community, well, not the whole, but a lot of people in the nursing community has been talking about this situation and what it actually means. And I'm still trying to figure out why this case have received so much attention. You dig? Like, why? Like, why has this case received so much attention versus other cases in the past that's happened just like this? I don't know. I don't know. But I know a lot of healthcare workers now, they fear for the future. And a lot of healthcare workers think that her trial and her case is going to have a negative impact on the field because it has gotten so much media attention. Now, I don't know when her sentencing date is. Maybe they're going to get to that in the video. Maybe they're going to get to that in the video because I'm not sure. But man, shout out to Ebony Penn. Also makes you second guess the career as a whole. I give my life to help others, but if I make a mistake, who's on place? This helped me. Man, it's heavy. It's heavy. Probably why cats is leaving the bedside, real talk. And taking them insurance jobs, making a cool $80,000, $100,000 a month. Not a month, but a year, working for Blue Cross Blue Shield, or Cigna, or wherever insurance company. Going further away, maybe working in informatics or maybe working in nurse education. This is the reason that a lot of nurses are probably stepping away. I know plenty of nurses like, I don't want to work with patients. What? Why would I do that? I don't have to. You feel me? That's probably exactly why. And it's just like they tell you about malpractice insurance in school. So that's always important to have. It's a crazy thing because you are now dealing with human life, and when a human life is lost because of error, it's a big deal. Something has to be done. I mean, somebody lost a mother, a grandmother. But at the same time, we are human. We make mistakes. Mistakes are bigger than others. So I don't know. And a lot of people have responded. The American Nurses Association, they responded to the trial. It's a crazy thing. It is a crazy thing. But I'm gonna get back to the video real quick. Get back to the video.
Nothing that the district attorney said yesterday is worse than anything that I've said to myself. So, number one. Number two, it's been 3.5 years waiting for this process to be done within the legal system. And so I am very happy that that part is just over with.
Vaught was found guilty of gross neglect of an impaired adult and criminally negligent homicide, which was the lesser charge of the state's original reckless homicide charge. Vaught mixed up medication when treating patient Charlene Murphy, who was hospitalized at Vanderbilt for a brain bleed. Instead of giving her a sedative, Vaught administered a paralytic that suppressed her breathing and movements. The district attorney's office praised the jury's decision and had a message for nurses who felt under attack during this trial.
We want Davidson County to know that we, as the DA's office, do not prosecute on lies. We prosecute on the facts. And the jury heard all the facts in this case, and they rendered a verdict accordingly, and we thank them for that. This was not a case against the nursing community. This is about the actions of one individual.
Now, RaDonda Vaught is still out on bond, meaning she will be a free woman until May 13th, when she'll have to come back here to the courthouse for a sentencing hearing. She could face multiple years behind bars. Now, meantime, I asked the district attorney's office, are they concerned about the precedent this could set for nurses that make mistakes on the job? They say they are not concerned that this was just about one woman, but a lot of nurses following this case see it much differently. For that part of the story, let's turn to News Channel 5's Kelsey Gibbs, who is live at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Kelsey?
Can I ask y'all a question? And I'm going to keep it real, because it's a reality. How do y'all feel this would have went if this was a black woman? Real talk. I'm curious. I'm not saying how it would have went. I don't know. But if this was a black woman in this situation, mind you, this case has been going on since 2017. If this was a black woman, how would this have gone? And people say, well, why are you bringing race into it? Because I have to. I have to. Because this is a real reality. I have to. If this was a black woman, how would this have gone? Let me know in the comments how you feel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But Ebony said murder would have been the case. She said, I won't lie, CJ. I'm so burnt out. She's in school, nursing. Okay, 1 through 5. I think maybe you mean like for 1 to 5 days. I don't know. I don't want to say what you meant. But yeah, a lot of people are burnt out. It's a slippery slope, man, because you want healthcare workers to work in one of the most dangerous times in history. At one point, nursing was considered the most dangerous job on earth. According to them, according to the media, at one point, when this whole thing popped off with the pandemic, it was considered to be one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet because nobody knew what was going on. Lucky Chucky said if she was black, they would have railroaded her with the quickness. You know it, and I know it. Brandon says, Brother CJ, they would have thrown the book at her if she was a sister. If it was a black woman, it would result in even more news. Her family background would have come into play. And harsher sentences. This been going on in nursing for years. Why all of a sudden this comes up? That's the question I had. What is so important about this case versus other ones? This has been going on for years. Future Nurse Vera says, as a Gen Xer, I believe a black woman would have been charged with murder and sent to jail pending her sentencing. I was saying I am done with hospitals and long-term care. I work as a school nurse for kindergarten in the 5th grade. Well, looking at this situation, I hear my old nursing instructor, Miss Burks, and shout out to Miss Burks, in the back of my head. You better read what you're given. Read what you're given. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it again. Look at it again. Chris, read what you're given. Look it up. You don't know what it do? Look it up. And shout out to Miss Burks, because now that means more. Look it up. Mr. Kyles, are you sure? Are you sure that's the right one? Yeah, I got it. But now it means more now than ever. Are you sure? Look it up. Miss Burks was right. She was right. I'm going to tell you something. Let me see. Ms. Hale says exactly. And all black nurses would have been targeted and looked at sideways. The nurses on Instagram been talking about this like mad. Check, recheck, and check again. Medications have similar names. Shout out to Danny. Yeah, we had to write a paper about her last year in school. She had a lot of fail safes that she ignited. Oh, ignored. She had a lot of fail safes that she ignored. Danny, listen, if you can come up, If you can come up, if you're not busy, I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link in the description, Danny. And I would love for you to come up because I would like to know what kind of fail safes that she had. Hold on, let me put the link out there. Hey, if any nurses out there too want to pull up and give your thoughts too, y'all feel free. Hold on, I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the any nurses, Shine Fluid. Y'all want to let me know y'all thoughts? There goes the link right there. Y'all can come on up. This is wild. So let me ask y'all: do you think this is gonna discourage a field that is already being that is already short staffed? Is this going to discourage even more people from getting into the field? Is it? Or getting into the bedside aspect of it? Is that the case? Will that be the case? Are more nurses going to get in the game and be like, I'm cool. I'm cool on that one. I'm straight on that one. You dig? What up, Danny?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on?
Nothing much. About to cook this dinner.
Okay. All right. So what's up, sister? What you think? Your thoughts on this situation?
So last year when we had to look this up, like that medicine, the vial that it come in got so much fucking red on it, yo.
Mm.
I don't know nobody who would get this red and not stop and look at it. Like, and then it came out of a Pyxis. That was the only thing I didn't understand because most Pyxis is when you get in like a high class, like a high level medication, you need somebody to sign with you.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine that this Pyxis is different. You know, when you work with people, sometimes you give out your password to help some shit go faster.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine it had to be some shit like that because I don't know how she got it off the Pyxis without two people.
From what
It's
I
like,
heard, the Pyxis was broken, and I heard that when I don't know if this is true, and if I'm wrong, correct me, audience. But from what I've heard, I heard that the Pyxis was broken, and when she scanned it, it didn't even scan right. Now I don't know if this lady was crashing. I don't know. I don't know what was going on to the point to where she realized that she gave the wrong medicine, and it's wild. But Danny, let me ask you, why is this case receiving so much attention versus other cases in the past? This is nothing new.
I don't know, maybe because nurses got so much publicity. You know how America do that. They raise you up so far they got to knock your ass down.
So I asked the audience earlier if this was a black woman, what do you think had happened? What do you think would have happened?
Everything that your comments said.
Hmm.
We didn't knew where she went to school. We didn't know where her grades was. We didn't know who her best friend was. If she ever had a speeding ticket, she'd have definitely been held in jail till it was time for her thing. She would have been able to be roam free.
Yeah, she's out on bond.
Yeah.
I wonder what her bond was.
No, but it was just crazy though, because just like you said, you got to scan this thing. So when it pop up on the screen, you got to read that thing. And when it's medications like that, even if it go right, it's 3-4 alerts popping up for you to click through.
And see, I've never worked in a hospital, so I can't speak on the hospital perspective. Let me ask you, as somebody who has worked in a hospital, is the Pyxis a lot different from the long-term care Pyxis?
Nope, it's the same. Same Pyxis.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, she should have needed somebody else to go with her to get that medication because that's a high level medication like a narcotic. So I don't understand how we not hearing another nurse's name. She gave it. But where's the other nurse that had to go and get that medication with her?
So let me ask you, what do you think her punishment should be? Because there have been cases where nurses have accidentally killed people and were still able to practice. So what do you
I
think
don't
her
think she should
punishment
be able
should
to
be?
practice.
You don't think so?
No, that medication. I think even the medication that she's supposed to give was like a high level medication. So even the medicine you're supposed to be giving, you should have been so cavalier with it. Like
Mm.
when I was working and I was having an emergency, my aide was irritated with me because looking at me, she's like, "You just look so cool, calm, and collected. You moving so slow." To her, because in her mind, when it's an emergency, you're supposed to like panic and look like Daffy Duck.
Mm.
Another aide said, "No, calm down. She know what she's doing. That's just the way she looked." Because the other aide had been working with me. When you in an emergency, yeah, it's a person's life on the line,
From getting
but
into the field. Right.
but it's nobody's life more important than mine and my children. Aide had been working with me. When you in an
So
emergency, yeah, it's a person's life on the line. I
From
can't see myself rushing through something and ignoring safety to
Mhm.
save a life and risk my own livelihood. Like I couldn't do that
Mm.
because I mean, if they supposed to die, they gonna die. Like I'm not God.
So, do you think this is going to discourage more people from wanting to come to the bedside and work in the bedside?
I would hope so.
Mm.
You know, a lot of people get into this thinking it's all fun and game, doing all the bad practices that they saw the nurses that they was under do. And so they come in doing the same things, and they don't always work out the same for everybody. I know a nurse right now in prison for giving out Benadryl. Benadryl is over-counter medication. When these people in these long-term care facilities ask for stuff like Tylenol and shit, they think that you're supposed to just be able to give it to them. I be having to explain to them, "Ma'am, I can't even give you a cup of water without a prescription."
That's a whole fact.
And I know some people do that, but not this nurse. I need to see a piece of paper that's telling me everything I need to know about you, so that if something happened, I can say, "Well, I looked at this paper, and this paper said this, so it's not my fault."
And then they'll say, "Well, I'll take it at home. I'll
Yeah,
take it at home. I did it at
exactly.
home. I ain't got nothing to do with here." What's up, Ebony? Can you hear me?
CJ, what's up, y'all? Yes, I can hear you. Let me get my earphones in so you could be a little louder, and then tell me if my background noise is too loud.
You sound beautiful.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so mad.
Mm.
First of all, I never see this, CJ. I'm glad I watched your podcast because I never ever see stuff like this, like never at all. My thing is this. First of all, if she would have been black, yes, everything in the comments would have happened to her. They would have threw the book at her. She would have been up under the jail. However, I'm 50-50 on the situation. I understand you gave somebody something and they lost their life as a result of it. Okay. I completely understand that. However, CJ, you know I'm traveling right now. I've been traveling for the last year. Okay. I came out here to California. I started off with the COVID vaccinations or whatever. I've been in a couple of monoclonal antibody clinics with the whole COVID thing. And then I got a little burnt out on COVID because I felt like I wasn't using my skills. Okay. So I went on ahead. I went back to long-term care. What made me go back to long-term care was the money at the end of the day. I'm going to be completely honest. What
That's a
made me
fact.
go back is the money. What they are offering travelers to come out here and do these long-term care facilities, you can easily clear, even as an LPN, you can clear $100,000 to $150,000 a year. Okay.
That's a
I've
whole
been
fact.
here for a year. Okay. Now, what I will tell you is I have worked in the hospitals. The hospital pyxis to me are a lot more there's more. Okay. There's
Mhm.
more. They're bigger. Should be the same coding process, I would believe. I've been into nursing homes with the smaller pyxis just for the emergency medications until a pharmacy can come, and bring the medication that you need. However, I do agree with old girl, what the young lady said.
Hello, girl. I'm an old girl. That's cool.
You got, I do agree with what she said. You do need you're supposed to have another, depending on the schedule, okay, of the medication, you do need another nurse to go with you, to get something out of the Pyxis. However, let me paint a picture for you. I showed up on my shift, okay. The lady who's passing keys to me and who's the nurse previous to me who's passing keys to me, she gives me shift report. She's stressed out. A lot of stuff that happened. She didn't get a lot of stuff, wasn't able to finish a lot of things. So some of the things kind of spill over on me. Okay, it's my shift. I take it all on. Now, with that, okay, that she gave me, now I come in, I'm looking to see what I'm getting ready to do for the day. I noticed yesterday I had 6 patients. Today I got 14. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a hospital setting. Okay. It's
Mm.
different than being in long-term care where I go and I take care of Miss Rosa and I know exactly what's going on with her. Some things may change, but for the most part, they don't. I want to add into that Miss Rosa at the long-term care. Her family put her in here and ain't nobody been to see her since they put her here. Okay. At the end of the day. Okay. So she's my responsibility. My Miss Rosa considers me her daughter more so than the people that's actually her blood at the end of the day.
Mm.
Okay. Now you take me into a hospital setting where you got Miss Marianne, where they done gave me 10 extra patients, where I got to finish the stuff from before. I'm not excusing what she did. I'm saying that nursing right now is dangerous. Nobody considers the mental and emotional effects that nurses are incurring going into these facilities at the end of the day. The lady was burnt out. She was tired. She picked up the wrong medication. Unfortunately, she made a mistake that cost somebody their life. At the end of the day, though, I give my life every single day. I give my life. I go over and above. I have completely moved away from my home. Yes, I'm chasing money. At the same token, though, I'm going to places and I'm in establishments where they need me at the end of the day. I'm pushing. I work 2 contracts at a time out here. They have no one. You feel what I'm saying? So I guess my question is more so because I made a mistake and Miss Mary lost her life, and because Miss Mary actually got family that care about her, hey, she got people to see about her. Her family got a couple dollars. Okay, so now I feel like now this is the reason why it's so seen, or this is the reason why you kept asking, like, well, what makes this, so much different than everybody else? Somebody got some money.
Mm.
That's what make it different. Because Miss Loretta, shit, they've been killing Miss Loretta and them down in the middle of the city for the longest. You feel
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
whole
Ain't
fact.
nobody saying nothing about that. But
That's a whole fact.
Miss Mary up here, though, her family got that cake. So yeah. Oh, it's a big deal.
Let me ask you
That's
something,
why.
Ebony. What do you think an appropriate punishment should be for her?
I believe this lady should have to, I believe it should be some type of correction courses for
Mhm.
her, for us at the end of the day. Cause I don't care if she white or black, I'm on her side. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
And like I say, don't get me wrong, I'm not minimizing the fact that this lady lost her life. It doesn't matter who she is either. I'm sorry that happened, but at the same token, you got to look at everything as a whole. If the Pyxis was broken, that's on her. That's on the hospital.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? That ain't on her. That's on the hospital. And in an emergency situation, we are trained, yes, to think and then react. She thought about it. She reacted the best way that she knew how. She made a mistake. It cost somebody their life. Her punishment should be some type of correct. Let me ask you this. She earned in the hospital. You know how hard she worked?
Yeah.
CJ, you know
Yeah.
how hard she worked to
Yeah.
get there. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you think it's fair that they rip? You got rip this lady come out of her house every day. Yep, she getting a check, but she getting a check just the same way as people that go to McDonald's get a check, same way as people work at Target go to check, get a check, same way people go to Chrysler and get a check at the end of the day. This is her career choice. Okay, so I'm going to take the fact of she's getting paid to work. Everybody that goes to work gets paid. Okay,
Yeah. Right.
so you give your life. to take care of other people's lives. Okay. Most people don't have people. Their own blood won't do what you do. I have took it. I have done some jobs, CJ. They own people won't do what you do at the end of the day. However, it's fair. She lose her license. Are they talking about jail time, fines? Like, probably do she got liability insurance? I'm pretty sure it's a lot of little factors, that go into it. However, it's fair to what she's no longer qualified as a nurse. She was qualified as a nurse all this time up until she gave this medication and made a mistake. She's human at the end of the day. Because I'm a nurse, yes, I'm held to certain standards, but it makes me no less human. I'm a human.
I think they really need to start taking into consideration these hours that these nurses are working.
He's burnt out.
And that's why, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, y'all may think I'm on some other stuff, but I take my vacations once a month. That was the best nursing advice I could have gotten. Ms. Burke said, hey, take you a vacation. Even if you just sitting in your house for 4, 5, 6 days, you need that to recharge. And I do that, ladies and gentlemen. Because if I ain't going to do nothing else, that's what I'm going to do. And y'all got to start taking care of y'all mental health. And all money ain't always good money. I'm going to keep it a stack. It ain't always good money. Do I think this lady should go to jail? No. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think she should go to jail. I think I'm more so on the side of, like you said, the rehabilitation courses or some sort of course of action. But do I think she should lose everything, her whole livelihood? Nah. I won't go that far.
And as a nurse, trust and believe she gonna pay the highest price. That lady's face, this situation will never leave her mind.
It's gonna haunt her forever.
Ever. It will haunt her, CJ. It will, and I'm glad you said that because I think people think, I know it's some people that do it just to do it. I get that, but it's people here that think that you go in here, we go in here, and we do these jobs in these situations, and people's lives and shit don't stick with us. They do.
Absolutely.
They do. They do. I've met people just in passing in some of these facilities that have completely changed my outlook on certain things. I felt like it was meant for me to run across them. I take it to heart. I take it home. They say you're not supposed to, but you do. You take it home. You feel for some of these people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and it's like she should lose her life. Man, come on. I think that's a bit rash, and I think that there's a reason, like you said. Why is this case out of everything that happens? Okay, why is this case? Can we get up on here and post some videos about y'all putting out these false reports that saying these people got COVID so y'all can get paid? No, you feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, do we really? Why is CJ? It made me mad. I got so many. I'm going in so many different directions. It made me mad. And just to see her up there, it was a weight lifted off of my shoulder. Just because of the trial. I'm on trial for my life at the end of the day because I chose a career to help other people with their lives.
Yeah, it's a real thing, and it's a sad situation all the way around because somebody lost their family member. Another person is probably going to lose their livelihood and how they earn and how they provide for their family and everything like that. So it's a rough situation. I hope that this doesn't discourage the future generation from getting into the field because Lord knows that they need the help. I did an article the other day, Ebony, about the state of, I believe, Indiana. In order to meet the state requirements for healthcare workers, they need 1,300 people to graduate from nursing school from now until the year 2030 just to meet the requirements. And people who finna sign up for this?
CJ,
CJ, who about to sign up for it?
CJ, I could smoke crack and still keep my license.
Man.
Do you know that? Do you know that? My first job, my very first job straight out of nursing school was substance abuse. And how this man was getting over, I won't say his name, because I disagree with some facts. At the same token, though, he saw something and he capitalized on it. I can't be mad at him. This man gets over hand over fist because he hires only nurses who have blemishes on their records because you don't have to pay them shit.
Mm.
You don't got to pay him shit. Okay. At the end of you don't got to pay him. Okay. You don't got to pay him nothing. And his excuse is, okay, well, you got something on your record. Now, granted, truth be told, they ain't getting it nowhere else, especially if they pass narcotics. So that's probably kind of like your best bet. In certain situations you get into with your nursing license, it's better to just shit. You might as well go ahead and call it quits. Okay. At the end of the day, because they're going to pay you the same as I guess like a minimum wage job would pay you depending on where you live at. But I could smoke crack, CJ.
Mhm.
I could smoke crack and get my license back. Like it's like, do that make sense? I could smoke. This is
I've worked
somebody.
with so many drug addicts.
Oh my God. Oh my
And
God. And this is a choice. This is a
yeah.
this is a choice. At the end of yes, an addiction, this, that, and the third. It's a choice. Okay. You chose this is a choice. This lady made a mistake. And she made a mistake. I don't give a shit about what nobody's saying about, how what her experience is, or listen, you go in these places. I know it, and I speak so heavy about it. I was just talking to my dude about it. For the last couple of days, I've been talking to him about it. This is my first school nurse job. What I was saying when you was reading the comment, is K-5, kindergarten through fifth
Okay.
grade.
Okay. How you
And
like it? How you like it?
CJ, I gotta tell you the truth. So I'm making a tad bit less money.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
However, my hours are 7:30 to 3. I'm getting out at 3 o'clock regardless. Ain't no holding me over because the next person didn't show up. It's no when they get off, I get off. Tomorrow in California, Cesar Chavez holiday, I get off day. Okay. Spring break coming up April 11th through April 17th. I don't have to request time off. I get the time. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I don't have any children. It's kind of like it's a new area for me, and it's kind of it's a mental and an emotional for me. It's a way for me to kind of give and do on this side. Okay. And to be honest with you, CJ, I'm mentally burnt out. Oh,
Mm.
I'm burnt, baby. I'm burnt. I chose a job, and I'm a nurse who I like to use my brain. I like to see how stuff works. I like to study the different diseases and what they do to the body and the thing. I'm that's me. That's my area. CJ, I'm popping band-aids, baby, and giving ice packs
Mm.
because I'm mentally burnt. At the
Dang.
end of the day, I just came out of a facility where I had 30 residents. California ratio is supposed to be 17 to 1. Okay. I got 30 people, long-term care hall, 16, 17, 12 medications a piece. At
Jeez.
the end of the day, I'm mentally burnt. I'm not gonna cry on your podcast. I feel for this lady though, because I understand. CJ, I'm mentally burnt
Yeah.
to the point where I'm always gonna chase money. I'm gonna do my job, but I'm gonna chase money. That's what I'm gonna do. At the same token, CJ, I don't even care about the money. It don't- I don't need give me enough for me to be able to survive. I'm gonna pop these band-aids and these ice packs and build inside these little people because I cannot do another nursing home. I cannot go into another hospital. I'm burned.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about doing like working for the insurance companies or anything like that?
I'm gonna tell you where I'm at right now. I know me, you and I talked about it back in school or whatever. I'm to the point now where I gotta go ahead and get these 2 letters because I have to get something for
Mhm.
somebody else to be able to work in it. I've
Mhm.
only been a nurse for um I've only been a nurse. We going on what 4 years almost, or we going on or a little past 3 years, going on 4. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, I am and I don't want to discourage anybody else. I have seriously considered If I can't get my business up and going the way that I want to run my own thing in healthcare, I'm considering switching careers altogether.
Wow.
I am burned, and I'm gonna tell you this: I'm not even burned on the people that I take care of. I know they need me, and I know they appreciate me. Even the ones that can't talk to me, I can see it. I know they appreciate me. I'm burned on the companies who don't appreciate me at the end of the day.
Mm.
I'm done on the companies that don't value me at the end. I'm done with that. I'm done on the hospitals like the one that this lady work at that won't back me at the end of the day after they didn't had me work 120 hours in 1 week.
Mm. Wow.
That's what I'm burned on.
You know, Target is paying $24 an hour.
Yeah, so just shit.
That's
I
real
can,
talk.
I'm saying I can survive and be safe and keep my livelihood. At the end of the day, nobody's life is in my hand. This lady took a oath at the end of the day to accept full responsibility for not only herself but these people, and that's how you do her. Yeah, it makes you rethink.
Everything. But
It
let me
makes
tell you this, Ebony. I know you and I know your character. And I think you're a good person. And I feel like you're a great nurse. It will be a shame for this field to lose great nurses because of what's going on. And like I said, you have to do what's best for you, your family, your mental health
you.
at the end of the day. And this is what happens when you don't take care of nurses because everybody's not built the same. Everybody is not you have a lot of people that really truly care. Like for me, for example, I never thought about going to therapy before I started becoming a nurse. I never
Okay.
thought about it. And I think that should just be a requirement now because I'm numb. I'm not burnt out because I take my vacations, but I'm numb to a lot of things.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know if that's the right response to have. Like, and I'll kind of switch subjects a little bit because even when I talk to like guys about being bums and lazy, listen, I work with individuals that can't move literally their limbs, they can't move their arms. Only thing they can do is move their fingers, but still have a job.
Mhm.
It makes me less empathetic to the world outside of the people who are not sick or maybe not as sick as other people. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, people really don't. And they probably see people like me flashing and all that kind of stuff and going out of town. But that's just one side of it. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret what I do. I enjoy what I do. But there is another side to it.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? And the reason that I don't talk about that side a lot is because so many other people do it,
Mhm.
especially on YouTube. So I like to give the flyer side of nursing
Uh
versus
huh. Mhm.
the dark side of nursing. And there are so many things you can do. Um nurse a legal nurse analysis person. I mean, it's so many things outside of the patient
Case
bedside.
management.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So many things. So I really hope, I hope your business goes successfully. I'm sure it will. But it'll be a shame to lose good nurses like that because of what happens. But one thing that I've learned in this field, it's a business. At the end of the day, you are just a number. And
Yes,
if you
sir.
go in with that mentality, because I was schooled before I even went to school. They schooled me. They was like, listen, CJ, they don't care nothing about you. I used to work in the trash industry, and that's one of the most cutthroat fields I've ever seen. It ain't got shit on the medical field. Nothing. Nothing. It can be a dirty game, ladies and gentlemen. And
CJ,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I used to work for Walgreens specialty pharmacy, and this was the first. My ex-husband used to, or my husband, I don't know. My husband used to say that um we used to watch. He used to have me watching these documentaries, and it was this one in particular that used to always catch my attention. Or the guy said something that stuck with me, and he said, "Remember, while you planning your future, they planning on firing you." And in my mind, I'm damn, that's negative. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But let me tell you about this situation. And I'll make a long story short. I worked at Walgreens Specialty Pharmacy as an insurance verification specialist. They had a guy, he was a computer tech guy, who they would send. Walgreens Specialty is only in like 4 states or whatever. And so if one of them would have an issue in one state, he would go, he would get all his equipment and stuff. You know, they would fly him out to that Walgreens in that state for him to do whatever it is that he needed to do. They flew him out to a state this one in particular time. The wife called and said, hey, I haven't heard from my husband or whatever. They have been calling, they have been looking for him. They sent somebody from the Walgreens in that state to his hotel. The man was dead in his hotel. Walgreens Specialty Pharmacy put a seat with wood. Okay, they had somebody engrave his name, not the special pricing engraving. Somebody took something and carved his name in the bench. We had a new tech guy in 2 days. They sent his wife a thing of flowers.
Yeah. That's why, and like I said, ladies and
Messed
gentlemen,
me up.
when people say, well, it shouldn't be about the money. Listen, it is about the money. Your employer knows that it's about the money.
That's why you there.
The insurance company knows it's about the money. This whole thing where, oh, you should do it for the love. That's cool. And I respect that. And you do have to have some sort of care, and you do have to be empathetic towards others, and even in order to even be successful in this field. But don't come over here capping, saying that it's not about the money for the most part when people get into the game. Because if nurses was making $5 an hour, I wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't have chose it.
I wouldn't have been here. I would still be driving trucks. You dig what I'm saying? So we just gotta be careful, man. And like I said, I'm waiting for school to start. Hopefully I get bumped up to 2022. But if I don't, I'll stick with 2023. And it's made me think about a lot of things, man. Really focusing more on my own business. I feel like I'll always be in nursing in some sort, but it's really making me focusing on starting my own business, putting more energy towards that. Do I want to be a CRNA? I don't know. But what I do know is that there's a lot of opportunity to be successful within this field, and you just don't have to be a nurse that provides patient care.
Yep.
You don't. Ebony, is there anything else you'd like to say before I end
sir.
this one?
CJ, all I want to say is I'm glad I tuned in, and I'll be tuning in a lot more. I'll be seeing you on the live, and I scroll, I'll be moving. But when I seen this thing, I got on, I say, oh yeah, let me get on here and talk to him. You keep doing your thing. I be seeing you doing your thing. Our people perish from a lack of knowledge. So keep this thing going and keep them mentally lit. And you don't got to compare hospitals or jobs and men. Flat out, my daddy said, a man that don't work, don't eat.
That's a whole fact.
That's just that.
I would love to have you come on more often. I'll shoot you a text and just let me know when you have some free time, and I would love to have you come on. The audience really likes you, so I appreciate you coming through.
That's the deal. Y'all, everybody have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Danny, anything you would like to add before we go? Nah.
Well, right. I guess what I would add is I feel bad for nurses who get burnt out. Because this is an awesome field. I love what I do, and I love making money, but I don't chase money. Like, I chase money as far as like I want to take the highest price job I can get, but I don't chase money as far as like taking shift after shift after shift after shift because I don't want to be burnt out. I want to enjoy the career I chose. Mm-hmm. So besides taking vacations, I would say take it easy. That money gonna be there.
That's what's up. Well, Danny, I appreciate you coming through. And like I said, I'm gonna get to one more part of this thing, and then I'm gonna shut it on down.
All right.
All righty. Anytime you want to pull up, pull on up.
Absolutely.
All right, peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Now, I have another segment that I want to present really quick. And I know we've been talking about the negative sides of things as of late with this whole verdict. But I really want to talk to my guys out there because even though you have the bull stuff that comes along with this field, I do feel like this is still a great field to get your life going. And I really want to talk to the younger guys. I want to talk to the young single men out there. The young single men. The men who are the young boys who are 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I would say 16 to 30 with no children that are single. And I'm making this so specific because I feel like those men can make the absolute most out of the opportunities that are given by nursing, right? So I actually came up with a list. And I'm gonna clip this. My list is the top 10 reasons why nursing is an ideal career choice for a young single man. The top 10 reasons why nursing is an ideal career choice for the young single man. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my guys out there, shout out to my red pill dudes out there. You know, I'm not going to get too much into that, but I'm a firm believer that there is a cheat code to life. Besides all the seriousness that comes along with this field that you really do have to take into consideration, I do believe there is a cheat code to life. I feel like as a man, I'm speaking to the men right now. As a man, your ultimate goal should be to get in the 20%. Now, I can say this freely because most don't want to be in the 20% and most won't go to the 20%, and that's okay. But this one is directly for the people, for the men, the young man that wants to be in the 20%. And I have 10 reasons why nursing is an ideal career choice for men who want to be in that 20%. I'm going to start with reason number 1. And I think it's an obvious reason. The paper. The paper. And like I just said, like I was telling Ebony and like I was telling my sister's keeper, for those, like, listen, it's all about the money at the end of the day. The employer knows it. Your insurance company knows it. You know it. Your landlord knows it. the grocery store knows it. It's about the paper. Without the paper, you don't get nothing. You need resources to survive. I'm going to say it again. A pack of chicken is $28. Let me turn on my music. A pack of chicken is $28, bruh. If you want to have a decent standard of living, my guys, I think nursing is an ideal choice. In 11 months, you can go from making $40,000 to $100,000 if you put in the work. If you put in the work. The money. You can get you some paper, especially if you are passionate, if you have some sort of empathy. You know what I'm saying? If you have good communication skills, you can write your own check if you're willing to actually put in that work. So I'm not talking to the dudes that have been tainted by life. That's why I'm really reaching out to the young dudes. The young dudes with no wife, no children, nothing holding you back. You have no real responsibilities. This is why this career choice is ideal for you. So that's number 1, the money. In 11 months, you can go from making whatever you make now to 6 figures. You heard Miss Ebony. You heard what she said. We ain't been nurses that long. So it's a possibility. It's a real possibility if you put in that work. It can be done. Reason number two of why nursing is a great career choice for young single men who want to be in the top 20%. The entrepreneurship opportunities. The entrepreneurship opportunities. I don't care what nobody say. There are so many opportunities to be an entrepreneur within this field, especially with nursing. When you become an RN, you can start your own CNA school. The further you go up in your career, you can start your IV hydration business. All kind of things you can do that don't have nothing to do directly with the bedside. Shout out to Nurse Roxy. Nurse Roxy does her thing. You dig? Because I believe, listen, to be in the top 20%, I feel like you have to have some sort of side business, side hustle. You cannot be a true alpha man working for somebody for the rest of your life. I'm sorry, but there's no way you can do that. Working for somebody for the rest of your days is beta as hell. And I'm not crapping. Let me take that back. It's not beta. But I feel like I feel like when you own your own way of making your own income, that brings out the true masculinity within a man. That brings out the true masculinity within a man. And with nursing, it gives you all types of opportunities to start your own business. Even if you take the money from nursing and you invest it into something that's totally different, that don't got nothing to do with nursing, but it's yours. Can't nobody take it from you. It is yours. I see all kind of workshops on how to open a scrub business and how to do this and how to do that. Yeah. Being an entrepreneur brings out the masculinity within a man. I'm telling you. And there's a lot of opportunity to become an entrepreneur within this field. It's a fact. As told by Muriel, shout out. Man, as told by Miriam, you're going to have to come up on the show one of these days. She said, my nephew just got his LPN at 24 and he don't even know what to do with all the money. He said he can't have the conversations he used to have because he's not in the same struggle anymore. That's a whole fact. For your information, you can start a CNA school with your LPN. Yeah, you can. I think you just have to be under an LPN, and it depends on an RN, and I think it depends on the state too. I think in Michigan, I don't know if it's in Michigan. No, you can't. But yeah, it's so many entrepreneurial opportunities, sir. You ain't got no record. You ain't got no background, no crazy things on your background. At the very least, go get your LPN. Go get your LPN. It's the quickest thing that I can find that's close to drug money. That as far as coming quick. As far as coming quickly. You feel me? It's even people doing same day pay now. I'm telling you, these nursing facilities are adapting. They're adapting. There are some of these facilities now offering the same day pay because guess what? They have to compete. They have to compete. So anyway, I digress. But yeah, reason number 2, entrepreneurship opportunities. Reason number 3 that nursing is an ideal career choice for a young single man that wants to be in the 20%. The flexibility. The flexibility. I am not in the business of not doing what's in my best interest. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. If working in a hospital is not for me, and I hate it, and I'm going to lose my license, and I got to grind it out in these long-term care facilities until I can start the business and get it popping on my own and do whatever I need to do, then that's just what it'll be. And I can still live a good life. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The flexibility of it all. And with this field for a young single man that wants to be in the 20%, you have the gift of flexibility. Being able to move how you want to move, especially once you attain more skills and you become valuable. People will work with you. People will work with you. The more valuable you become. Because people want somebody on their team that is valuable. Even in business. Businesses will pay top dollar for people that they consider valuable. And I'm a valuable player. I'll be up in here doing what I have to do, ladies and gentlemen, because I want something else. My motivation is different. That makes me more valuable. And it grants you more what? Flexibility. So if you are a young, single man, no kids, and you want to be in the 20%, I personally feel like this is a great career choice. Flexibility, ladies and gentlemen. Reason number 4 for why nursing is a great career choice for young, single men who want to be in the 20%, the travel opportunities. I feel like as a young man, you need to go see the world and you need to go travel and see different parts of the country. I really do. I believe that wholeheartedly. Real talk. Real talk. You need to travel. You need to go see the world. You need to go see other cultures. You need to go see how other people live. You need to go see what other people do, how things are ran in different areas. You need to go do that. And this field allows you to do so at a high level. This is ideal for the young man that is single with no wife, no responsibilities, that want to be in the 20%. Ideal. The travel opportunities. You become well cultured. You get to see how other people move. You get to learn from other people that are doing better than you. You want to be around those people. I know nursing is in a state right now that's not the hottest right now. People are burnt out. But that's going to happen in any field. You have to be careful in any field. Because I'm going to keep it real with you. If you work at Burger King and a person is allergic to pickles, and you put pickles on their burger and they eat the burger with the pickles on it that you put on there, and they have a convulsion or something like that, and the order clearly says Whopper with cheese, no pickles, and you make a mistake and you put the pickles on there and they have a convulsion and die, somebody in trouble. That's a chance you take with anything. That's a chance you take with anything. Somebody's in trouble. Give you another example. You working in Target. You a salesperson or doing whatever you do. You stocking shelves. You got a big basin or something like that. Something that's heavy you putting on the top shelf. You lose your balance. You lose your grip. And you drop this item on a customer's head. And the person has a concussion and dies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, somebody's in trouble. That's all I'm saying. I don't mean to get too far off, but I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Reason number 5 on why nursing is a great career choice for young single men who want to be in the 20%. And when I say that, that doesn't mean that men who do have families can't benefit off nursing. I just feel that a man who is a young man who is single with no children can get the absolute best opportunities out of this field because he has nothing holding him back. Nothing holding him back. Now, I'm in a relationship, but I don't have no kids or anything like that. And my woman is pretty much open to what I want to do. So I fall in that category. A lot of y'all women ain't going to cooperate with y'all like that. You say you want to go to California for 3 months. You ain't going. You ain't going. I don't care how much the money cost, how much money you get. So mine ain't like that. So I mean, and if she was, I wouldn't be with her. Cause I'm gonna go get that bag if it's worth it. But anyway, the number 5 reason, it teaches patience and empathy. You need patience in life, ladies and gentlemen. You 100% need patience, especially as a man. You have to gain patience with people. You don't want to be so quick-tempered. You don't want to lose control easily. It teaches you patience. It teaches you patience with another person. It also teaches empathy. It is important to be empathetic towards people. You need that. And what is empathy? Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. That is an important characteristic to have, not just as a nurse, but as a human being. And I feel that this field does a better job of teaching you that empathy. You dig? Lucky said, what what about a man that's old? Does those 10 rules apply? You can still apply them, bro. But I mean, and you can still be very successful. You can be very successful, but I'm just saying, like, these rules to me, with no responsibilities, and you a young guy, you got full of energy and everything like that, you want to travel, I feel like these rules will benefit them greatly, more so than an older guy, or more so than a guy who's married, because you can't use everything that you want to do. You dig what I'm saying? You can't do that because you still have other people to think about. That guy doesn't. Only thing he has to worry about is himself. And he can make the best opportunities. It is his time to be selfish for himself. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, like I said, okay. All right, let me get to let me see. Did I say reason? Okay, so that was reason number 5. Reason number 6 on why nursing is a great career choice for the young single men who want to be in the 20%. It teaches you how to adapt. It teaches you how to adapt. What do I mean when I say adapt? I mean just what it says. Adapt. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It teaches you how to adapt to different situations. And what is adapt? The ability to make something suitable for a new use or purpose. So, in whatever situation that you're in, you can somewhat become a chameleon and adapt to a change. In nursing, you have to constantly be able to adapt to the new changes and the new practices and the new technology that's coming in, and on how to use this medication and how to use that medication. Y'all just saw we was in a pandemic. People had to adapt to what's going on. People have adapted to a new way of life. People have adapted to a new way of providing care. Adapt. It teaches you that. And that's just the skill that you need to survive. If you can't adapt, you get eaten. You get eaten. It's real talk. Do it count as OT pass? Oh, y'all talking about? Oh, okay. But yeah, you got to be able to adapt, ladies and gentlemen, because if you don't adapt, you're gonna have problems. Reason number 7 why nursing is a great career choice for young single men who want to be in the 20%. It teaches you how to make critical decisions quickly. It teaches you how to make critical decisions quickly. How to be quick on your feet. How to think in a split second. You're trained to learn how to do that, especially if you decide to go into ICU or any advanced practice. You're trained to learn how to make split decision calls in a second. You know, with a little bit of the information given. That's what you're trained to do. That's what you're trained to do. And I think that is a good skill to have in life. Having the ability to make quick choices, life or death choices. And just like that one nurse, she had to make a choice. It wasn't the right one, but it was a choice. And hopefully you'll be able to make the right choices when the time comes. So, reason number 8 why nursing is a great career choice for young single men who want to be in the 20%. To me, it forces you to get in shape or to stay in shape. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've never seen a fat ICU nurse. Never. If I go on YouTube and I type in ICU nurses, I've never seen a fat, overweight ICU nurse. Every last one of them are in shape. And I said, oh, I got to step it up. I gotta step it up. I have never seen an out of shape ICU nurse. I'm going to keep it real. And some of the LPNs may get mad at me, but I don't care. You know where I see the most fat out of shape nurses at? Right there in long-term care. And tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I see the most out of shape, overweight nurses in long-term care. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not lying. When I go into the ER, not one time have I ever seen an out of shape ER nurse, a fat out of shape ER nurse. Never. I've never seen it. Because to me, that type of nursing requires you to be in good physical condition. And if you are going into that part of nursing, it requires you to get in shape or to stay in shape and to eat right. Because you can't just eat junk and think you about to work as many hours as you want to work. You got to take your vitamins. You got to drink your water. That's why I even started this 100-pound challenge. Because I wanted to be in nursing shape. I'm for real. I'm going to keep it real. I've never seen a fat ICU nurse. I've never seen it. Now, I don't know if that's for a reason, and it may be fat ones out there. I'm sure it might be some fat ICU nurses out there. I've just never seen it. And shout out to all the fat ICU nurses in there. If you a fat ICU nurse, make yourself known. Because I would love to ask you how you survive. But keep it real. If you a fat ER nurse, I would love to ask you how you survive. I've never seen it. Never in my life. So I don't know. But to me, as a man, you need to be in shape. You got to get in shape, especially if you're short. Come on, man. That's one of the cheat codes. That's one of the cheat codes to life, being in shape. That's why we grinding. That's why we working every day to get in shape, to get in the best shape that we can. Got to be in shape. I don't see no fat ER and ICU nurses with the money at. I haven't seen a fat labor and delivery nurse. And I know I'm talking to the men, but ladies, let me talk to y'all too. I'm going to tell you something. And y'all might not like this part. But some of y'all are hired based on how y'all look too. I'm going to keep it real. And if you think that's not true, please. A lot of y'all are hired based on how y'all look. I'm going to keep it real. Because if you got two nurses with the same qualifications that are as equally as skilled, what else is it going to come down to? especially if it's a man doing the hiring. I'm going to keep it a stack. I'm going to keep it a stack. If it's a man doing the hiring and he got two nurses that are as equally as skilled, that can both do the job, that are great at what they do, and one is attractive and the other one is not, which one do you think gonna get the job first? Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. You know what it is. You know what it is. Your looks matter in all situations. How you present yourself in all situations. Is your haircut nice? Do you smell good? What did you wear for the interview? If you listen, listen. And then some of y'all know it's some nurses that just got straight hired on their looks to begin with, because some of them are as dumb as a doorknob. Don't got nothing else going on for them. She has to be in here because she look good. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you the facts, ladies. I know that I was supposed to be talking to the guys on this point, but I'm going to keep it real. If it come down to two nurses that are as equally as talented, and one is a mud duck and the other one is beautiful, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. Especially if a straight man is doing the hiring, you already know what time it is. And y'all know that. I hear how y'all talk about each other. Y'all know that. I'm gonna keep it a stat. Now, it may not be as important as in this time right now because everybody needs help, but I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. Yeah. I already know. Fellas, same thing. I'm gonna keep it real. If you got a straight female supervisor who is in charge of the hiring, and y'all both equally as skilled, one brother come in, suited and booted, looking nice, haircut on point, smelling good. The other one come in, all out of shape, shaped like a bag of laundry, smelling, beard not trimmed up, don't look good. Who you think she gonna pick? Now that's some red pill in nursing right there. Who you think she gonna pick? Let's just keep it a stack. Future nurse Vera says, I've never seen an obese ER or ICU nurse. I am working hard to drop the weight so I can become the best nurse I can be. Yeah. I'm not saying that to discourage, but if you are a female, because this is a female dominated field, and you think that you didn't get hired into certain positions within this field because of the way that you look, you are extremely naive. Because when it comes down to it, and y'all both are as equally as talented, it comes down to who I think looks the best. Who looks the best? I don't got nothing else to decide from. Or who wearing the perfume I like the best. You dig? Let's not act like that's not true. It's very true. Very true. Let me go to my next reason. Number 9. It forces the masculinity out of you, fellas. It forces the masculinity out of you. Because either you are going to sink or swim. You are going to sink or swim. When you having them codes, ain't no time. Unless you're on orientation, you're a new nurse. Ain't no time to be like, oh, what do I gotta do now? What do I gotta do now? Help. You need to know what to do when some things go left. And it teaches you that. That's why I didn't mind working in the trenches at the beginning. And I don't mind working there now sometimes because it teaches you how to handle certain things. That's why I want to go to the ICU, because I want to know how to take care of the sickest patient. The sickest patient. I want to know that. You feel me? I want to know how to do that. So it forces the masculinity about you. Hey, Miss Shani Thomas, what's going on? What's going on? It forces it out of you. I don't care what you say. And if you, and I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it another. If you are a masculine man and you are around feminine nurses, it's just automatically gonna come out. It's gonna come out. You know, if you are a straight masculine man, you're not gay, and shout out to all my gay nurses out there, but I ain't talking to y'all right now. If you are a straight masculine man and you are around women that are feminine, it is automatically going to bring out the masculinity in you. Automatically. So that is the number 9 reason on why I think nursing is an ideal career choice for young single men who are trying to be in the top 20%. Number 10, and it may be the most important reason. And somebody, I think future nurse Vera said it in the comments. Options. Options, boys and girls. A man should always have his options. As a man, you should always have options in everything, in every part of life. You should always have options. And nursing gives you options. And it teaches you that the further you are, the better you are, the more valuable you become, the more options you will receive. And that's just not in nursing, ladies and gentlemen. That's in life. That's in life, fellas. You get in better shape. You look good. You smell good. You get a better option of woman. Better job. You get a better option of resources. You feel me? You got all that combined together. You got a better option of all things. It teaches you how to get good enough to seek options, to acquire options for yourself. It's probably the best thing. Options. And I don't care what nobody say. Don't no woman want no man without no options. I'm keeping it real. If a woman know you her only option, that's a blow to her ego, because she gonna say, ugh, what am I doing? Especially today with these modern women. I don't care what they say. If she know that you her only option, that don't nobody else want you, nigga, that is cap. If she say that's how she like it, no, that's cap. That is cap. Or she's trying to control. Don't no woman want a man that she can't brag about. I don't care what they say. I hear how they talk on a regular. Professional women. Don't no woman want a man that she can't brag about in all areas. You can't just be good at one area. Don't no company want to talk about an employee that they can't brag about. How you think bidding wars get started? Just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. If a woman know that you they only option, that she's your only option, she gonna be like, well, why? What's wrong with me that he's so lame that I'm the only one that he can get? Am I tripping? Am I that bad? I know some of y'all don't like to hear that. Hold on one second. I know some of y'all don't like to hear that. But it's the truth. She ain't gonna tell you that because she don't want to hurt your feelings. But I'm gonna tell you. She ain't gonna tell you that because she don't want to hurt your feelings. But I'm gonna tell you that because I know what they talk about when you ain't around. I'm giving away the tea, as they would say. I'm giving away the tea. I'm telling you what they really say. Oh, he's so lazy. He done got out of shape. Oh my God, I'm just so sick of him. Let me go to my side dude house. At least he look good. At least I know he can pipe me down correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Keep it in the stack. Get options, fellas, in all aspects of life. I'm not just talking about with girls. I'm talking about with your money. I'm talking about with your health, with your finance. Shout out to Renee. She said he's low energy. Yeah. Don't no woman want no nigga that can't. Oh, I ain't mean to say that. I'm trying to get away from that word. Don't no woman want no man that they can't brag about. Am I lying, nurse? Ladies in the chat. Am I lying? No. Am I lying? Huh? Fellas, you got to be the full package now. It's a different day. These women is working. They can make their own money. It's a new day. This ain't the 40s. It's evolved. The world is evolved. You got to evolve with it. Am I lying though? Ladies in the chat, am I lying? You don't want no man that don't nobody else want. And if you do, you're trying to control them. Every woman want a dude that they can brag about. Every one of them. From every religion. Listen, to you church folks, you think the first lady of the church don't be like, look at my dude, especially if he a thorough dude, because there's some sleazeballs that's in the church. But if he a thorough dude, look at him, the pastor and the first lady. You think she don't take that title seriously? Stop it. Stop it. Huh? Stop it. Options. You need to have them. In all aspects. Let me see. Shadow Moses says the community, number 11, the community facility patients need masculine, thorough men. You can feel how the people respond to you. It's different than how they respond to women nurses. The strength is appreciated. I agree with that. Get options. You gotta acquire options for yourself. That is literally the cheat code to life, fellas. I'm telling you. I know how they think. You don't want to be with nobody. You don't want to be with no person that's telling you, oh, just stay the same. Don't evolve. Stay fat. That's cap. People always want to argue with me about, and I'm drifting. I'm drifting off. But it's a reason Thor ain't 400 pounds. It's a reason Captain America ain't 500 pounds singing buttermilk biscuits. It's a reason for that. Because please believe, if it sold, Captain America would be 500 pounds. I promise you he would. If it sold, Thor would be 600 pounds. It don't. Stop it. It don't. Get yourself together. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been today's episode. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all got something from it. They probably outside like, what is this Negro talking about? They probably think I'm going off on somebody. Yeah, the ladies in the chat saying I'm right. Fellas, get it together. Every woman want a man she can brag about. I don't care what she telling you. I'm telling you what they tell me. You feel me? So, like, comment, subscribe, share this show. I appreciate you being here. It was a good show. Shout out to Nurse Ebony. Shout out to my sister's keeper for pulling up in the chat and pulling up on the show. Shout out to the chat. I had a great time. We are close to almost 1,100 subscribers. That's what's up. I'm feeling that. Actually about to upload the new vlog. Y'all go check that out. Shout out to Renee. She said we need more men like you. Hope everyone enjoys their evening. Man, listen, bro. I appreciate you, Miss Renee. Real talk. Fella, I really want to push this health thing, though, for real. Cats is getting diabetes, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's in your family. And a lot of things that can be avoided. And that's the reason that I took it upon myself to do something about it. I'm finna go work out as soon as I get off this microphone. I'm finna go work out. Health is wealth, and you feel good. You feel good. And if you think your career, the chances of your career will not increase once you get in better shape, I'm telling you right now, people respect people that are in great shape. They do. Because that screams discipline. That screams consistency. That was one thing I'm working on right now, to stay disciplined, to stay consistent. You feel me? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. This show has been absolutely amazing. I thought about doing another show tonight that has nothing to do with nursing, but I don't know. What's going on, Teen Grooves? Appreciate the pep talk. So hype. Hey, man, I'm just trying to give it to y'all how I've been seeing it. I know a lot of guys over here, they trying to get their life together. They trying to become better men. They want a better quality of life. They want a better quality of woman. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. I'm just telling you the price you have to pay to get it. Because I've seen other men that are where I want to be and the price that they've had to pay to get what they want out of life. And I just want to help the dudes out. You dig what I'm saying? Ladies, I love you too, but I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman, so I can't tell you how to move. I actually got a comment the other day saying, well, don't just make it for the guys, make it for the ladies too. And that's cool, but I can't tell you how to be a feminine woman. I can't tell you how to move like a woman. I'm not a woman. I can't do that. So anyway, that's it. It's time for me to go work out. And after that, I'm about to go watch some movies or something and chill out. But y'all go check out the vlog that I'm about to upload. It'll be up in like 5-10 minutes. Y'all go run them numbers up. We doing good over here. We are monetizing. Let's get it cracking. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.